Starting lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Wilson Chandler is in there along with Harris, Allen. Chandler will be the starter. Allen wins the tip. Underway. Loss in San Antonio back on December 19th. LeVert, who has been red hot. Dinwiddie three, and it's good. And the first basket.
He just came out first time he touched it, knocks it down without thinking, and look, he got a positive result.
DeRozan, mid-range game. In effect, 3-2 Nets.
To ever played this game, have a mid-range game. So I am okay with guys shooting mid-range shots like that one by Brent. But no, Tim Duncan is a good friend of mine. He actually texted me saying, I texted him saying congratulations, and he said I can't wait to hear what you're going to say. He's somebody else, but Tim did a great job of just kind of getting this team on track, and hopefully they can build off that.
How about Karis LeVert sticking this season? 9-6 Nets. Harris, the mid-range, working there for Joe Harris. They're coming off their worst home loss since moving to Brooklyn, as Chandler knocks down a three in the starting. As Lyle's on him in a mismatch. 2 to shoot. Spencer for higher. Should say defense. Defensive effort or defense has been great here. LeVert slashing to the rim. This is the GM Andy Birdsong, another guy who was part of the Spurs organization. Lob for Allen and a two-hand slam. And the Nets getting the better of this matchup here. Patty Mills in the game now, had 27 in that game against the Nets in December. And DeRozan finally gets to the rim with the 41. Only Harden, who had 50, and Luka Doncic had 42, had more. Prince back in the game, and Taurean Prince, a team that are very good at taking care of the ball. Harris a three. 52 games in a row for...
Look at this, and this is from a team that really struggled last game, and sometimes you just have to tell yourself there's another game the next night, and right?
Putting on the attack, but left it on the front of the rim. Gay now in there with a small lineup for the Spurs. Derek White slips to the bucket.
I don't know how much getting that possession back in the first quarter helps you, but everybody has a different thought process.
And Chioza, Kentucky, with just his second career three-pointer. Oh! Behind the back dunk!
He told us about me sleeping on his couch and him kicking me out of his house multiple times.
DeAndre Jordan's going to get called.
Up his offensive game and continue doing the things he's done in these last few games.
4 to shoot. Prince. Jordan with the follow.
So definitely 2 all-stars, and it just hasn't clicked for whatever reason.
Here the fadeaway was the first quarter. Lyles a three, and there's just the second three made in 9 attempts for the Spurs. Be careful not to let him get back. And Karis LeVert says, Karis with 10 to shoot. Over Gay, and it's good. A three again for Karis. He tends to get those missed dunks, but they still look great. And Prince, speaking of look, and he got away defensively there of Bryn Forbes. Chioza walks into a three. Going for Chris Chioza. Nets are 8 of 13 from behind the arc. Lyles steps back, and he connects on a three.
Young player. I think he's going to get a lot better here working with Greg Popovich, becoming more exact at his craft.
Oh, Chioza finds Jordan.
Earlier, when he touches the ball, everyone knows he's looking to pass, and that just gives your entire offense energy.
Lyles with another three. Trying to spur a little comeback. Oh, LeVert dancing around the defense.
One-on-one conversation. A lot of times it's telling the player, I'm not blaming our struggles on you. I'm just trying something different.
There's Rudy Gay with us. Harris working inside. Use the rim to shield off Rudy Gay. And the reverse for Joe Harris. DeRozan back in for the Spurs. Derek White connects. Downhill, Dinwiddie gets the finish.
And that's tough. You saw they tried to bring over one pick and roll and ended up getting Trey Lyles in it.
And Johnson on the other end with the answer. Dinwiddie a lob. Allen with the slam. Out to Gay. Gay hits the floater. NBA in block shots this year, White. Most by a Spurs guard since 1985. And Gay hits the runner, and the Nets.
Spurs. If you come out expecting a punch, you're going to be in a much better position to absorb it.
Lyles in the corner for a three, and there's the first. 21-4 skirt here for the Spurs. And LeVert, big bucket. That was a big bucket.
That was a big bucket.
DeRozan just muscling his way inside, and he gets it to go.
10, but immediately the pressure's on you to answer pretty much the rest of the game.
Harris open, knocks down a three.
Very unexpected guy. You don't know. He could have gone in there and just given a little rah-rah speech. I've seen him go nuts when you come in to halftime up by 15 and go nuts on his team. So, you know, I know that he has a great feel. Everyone knows he has a great feel for his team. So he might have given a couple of pats on the back. Talk about pat the same way that Kenyon does. You got to loft it up there and let me go get it. And he was at, okay. And the rest was history. So, yes.
Catch radius, another thing to factor in according to Spencer Dinwiddie. And he knocks down a three. Denver Spurs used a big run, a 25-8 run to bridge the third and fourth quarter and take the lead. And Dinwiddie finds Jarrett Allen.
Pop notoriously doesn't want to give up threes.
DeRozan answering on the other end.
So he'll tell the roster. It's been a little puzzling, right? This roster has a ton of talent.
Tip from Jordan goes in. Oh, Dion.
Oh, no, I don't.
White. And one. Tonight. Harris taking it inside. Lyles blocked it. Dinwiddie open. Three. Go! Well, it's going to be difficult when you've got that many teams to contend with. Wow, Cabarro off the dime from the upset back in 1983 against Denver.
Oh, Denver back in the 80s. Those guys were just shooting and scoring.
That tied the franchise record through three quarters.
And you're doing this against the Spurs, one of the great defensive franchises.
Physical practice. I don't want him anything less than 100%. Backdoor. Oh, Chioza from Loahu Cabarro.
Okay, yeah, that's what it
Brooklyn.
is. That's
it also sounds like a Nets 2020 sounds like a political slogan.
We don't.
Eubanks in the game as well. A guy who got the start the other night for the Spurs. And a three by Derek White. Nets have led by as much as 33. Never trail. DeAndre Jordan with the bucket. Nets by 20. Top of the key jumper is good for Drew Eubanks of 52 consecutive games with a three back in the first half. Working his way to the rim, and Joe Harris has 18.
120 seconds to get his triple-double.
Dejounte Murray connects right.
Great accomplishment for him. But that's where sometimes numbers can get a little confusing. When you look at great players, that was just kind of how they played. But, you know, now it's a little bit skewed because everything is so, you know, analytics and data that guys actually are going
playoffs. As the Nets force a turnover, TLC going with the finish. And the rout continues. Remember Tim Thomas getting injured.
Oh, the
Knicks.
Fugazi?
And he calls Kenyon Martin the Fugazi.
Oh, yeah.
But it was Jason. The Nets will go wire to wire for just the 5th time this season. Come up with a season high 139 points. Caris LeVert with his first career triple-double. And the Nets bounce back from the loss against Memphis with a